Hi everyone! Today I'll be sharing a video about 15 interesting games that I consider my favorites. I'm using AI generated voice because my spoken English isn't great. To be honest you about it. Enjoy the video!
I first discovered New Vegas around 2014 when I had a PlayStation 3. This game immediately captivated me with its massive open world and intriguing quests. I especially loved the choice system that allowed you to influence the storyline and the fates of the characters. The post-apocalyptic atmosphere, retro soundtrack, and charismatic characters all came together to create an unforgettable experience. I played through the game several times, and each time I found something new. This game had everything: unexpected plot twists, engaging dialogues, and a wide variety of quests that made me feel like a true explorer. I remember the first time I met Mr. House and had to decide whose side to take. Every decision had consequences, which made the gameplay even more thrilling. I got into Assassin's Creed Odyssey right after it was released. Ancient Greece, historical accuracy, and the massive open world were truly incredible, especially since I've always loved history. I enjoyed every moment, exploring ruins and participating in battles. The moments when I climbed to the top of mountains and saw the breathtaking landscapes were especially memorable. The historical landmarks and mythological elements were crafted with incredible detail. I played through Odyssey twice, and each time I discovered something new. This game gave me countless unforgettable moments, and I happily return to it again and again. Guys, if you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe, and let's keep going. These games were an essential part of my childhood. I remember spending hours with friends, playing Need for Speed, competing against each other, and trying to beat lap records. The most fun was tuning cars, making them unique and powerful. We held real races, competing to see whose car was the best. These games are linked to many pleasant memories and emotions. They became a symbol of carefree and fun times spent with friends. We held tournaments, discussed strategies, and exchanged tips on improving our cars. Need for Speed Underground left an indelible mark on my heart, and I will always remember it with warmth and nostalgia. Counter-Strike 1 and 6 is another game that left a significant mark on my childhood. Thousands of hours spent in intense battles, creating my own clan and server. All of this became part of my gaming experience. I remember the time my friends and I went to a gaming club and played against another clan from my city. They absolutely destroyed us. This game taught me teamwork, quick decision-making, and adapting to changing conditions. Even now, I sometimes return to this game to relive those times and enjoy the classic gameplay. Counter-Strike 1 and 6 remains one of those games that never age and will always be relevant to me. Every time I hear the familiar sounds of gunfire and Sea to Dust 2, I'm filled with nostalgia and a desire to experience those unforgettable moments once again. I first discovered this mod last summer, and it immediately won me over. New abilities, quests, and mechanics made the game even more engaging. I especially enjoyed the absence of auto-leveling for enemies, which added realism and difficulty to the game. The map was divided into different areas that weren't safe to explore until you reached a certain level. First, you fight bandits, then outcasts, then dragger, vampires, and so on. The mod added many new classes and skills to the already beloved game, making it even more captivating and diverse. Each new quest and ability added depth and interest to the game, making each play through just as thrilling as the first. Civilization 6 is one of those games I could play forever. After logging over 1,000 hours, I still haven't lost interest in building and developing my civilization. Each time I start a new game, I find new strategies and approaches, keeping the game fresh and engaging. I prefer playing against bots on the highest difficulty. I haven't tried online. Each game becomes a unique story filled with triumphs and setbacks, city captures, and treacherous betrayals. Civilization 6 is a game that allows me to relax after a stressful week and forces me to think strategically. I love building cities, developing infrastructure, forming alliances, and conducting nuclear strikes at the end. Each new game is a new challenge and an opportunity to build an empire the way I want. The Dark Souls series is one of my absolute favorites. I've been playing it for over 10 years. Starting with the first installment, my favorite is the first one, because of its unique dark atmosphere and unforgettable moments. I've completed all the games multiple times, each time feeling a sense of accomplishment after overcoming difficulties. My favorite locations are Einor Lundo, Irithyll of the Boreal Valley, and the Undead Burg. For me, these games are unique. I've spent dozens of hours just studying the lore. The worlds created by From Software are filled with details you can explore over and over again, always finding something new. Dark Souls is a series that never gets old and always remains a challenge for me, no matter how many times I've played it. I fell in love with Baldur's Gate last year when the third installment was released. From the start, the game captured me with its atmosphere and deep storyline. I spent many hours exploring the world, interacting with characters, and completing quests. I especially liked how well the dialogues and their developments were crafted. Every decision had consequences. I played through the game several times, choosing different paths and strategies each time. The world of Baldur's Gate is full of secrets and surprises, and every time I returned to it, I found something new. The variety of classes and character creation options allowed me to play differently each time. Baldur's Gate 3 has become one of those games that I want to return to again and again, discovering new facets of this amazing world. I played Ghost of Tsushima after its release on PC, and it immediately impressed me. The stunning graphics and detailed depiction of Japanese culture made the game unforgettable. I've always been fascinated by Japanese history, and this game allowed me to immerse myself in its world. I completed the game on the highest difficulty, enjoying the combat system and challenging battles. I particularly liked the ability to choose combat styles and tactics, which made each battle unique. The game's storyline and character development also left a strong impression. Ghost of Tsushima is a game I will undoubtedly return to many more times because of its engaging gameplay and one of the most beautiful open worlds in video game history. Divinity Original Sin 2 by Larian Studios is a masterpiece among RPGs. I've completed it about 5 times, each time playing a new class and creating a new party. The excellent humor, interesting mechanics, and turn-based combat made this game one of my all-time favorites. I enjoyed every moment spent in this fascinating world. The unique system of interacting with the environment and using various abilities allowed me to approach each battle in a new way. The well-developed characters and their stories, dark humor, and intriguing lore added depth to my gaming experience. Divinity Original Sin 2 is a game I will always return to in order to relive the emotions and joy it brings me. Each new campaign is a new adventure filled with unexpected twists and discoveries. Horizon Zero Dawn was a real revelation for me. I was impressed by the storyline, graphics, and combat system. Playing on high difficulty was a real challenge, but I enjoyed every moment. The sequel didn't disappoint, and I played through it with just as much enjoyment. The moments when I explored ruins and gradually uncovered the history of this world were especially memorable. These games have become some of my favorites, ones I will always return to. I love playing as an archer in different games and getting killed in just a few hits, so the combat mechanics in Horizon fit my playstyle perfectly. Cities Skylines is a game I could play endlessly. I love building cities, laying out roads, and developing infrastructure. The ability to create ideal cities and realize my architectural dreams makes this game unique and incredibly engaging. I use a ton of mods to make the game even more interesting and varied. Building and managing a city and Cities Skylines has become a true hobby for me, to which I dedicate a lot of time whenever I have it. Each new project is an opportunity to create something unique and beautiful. I enjoy the process of planning and construction, striving to make each city perfect. I draw inspiration from real cities in my travels, aiming to bring my architectural dreams to life in the game. I can spend months developing and improving my city, and it brings me immense satisfaction. Guys, now you can subscribe and hit the like button if you're enjoying my personal top games. And now let's move on to the top 3 finalists. Elden Ring is my true love. I've played through it numerous times, including various challenges and trials like focusing on a single attribute or doing speedruns. I've tried beating the game without dying, with certain limitations, and with different combat styles. Elden Ring is a game I will keep coming back to, each time finding something new and exciting. I was eagerly awaiting the DLC, but I still haven't gotten to it. When the expansion was released, it turned out my character was overleveled, so I started a new playthrough at a slower pace. Elden Ring is a game I'll play dozens more times, each time in a new way. For me, it's truly one of the best games in the world. The Witcher 3 is one of my all-time favorite games. Geralt of Rivia, Yennefer, Triss, Ciri. These characters have all become dear to me. I've played through the game about 5 times, enjoying the captivating storyline, engaging combat system, and beautifully crafted world. The game's expansions are some of the best I've ever seen. The Witcher 3 is a game I'll keep returning to over and over. Each new playthrough reveals new details and possibilities, making the game increasingly interesting. I especially love the dialogues and relationships between the characters, which make the game world feel alive and real. I always happily return to the world of The Witcher to listen to the Bloody Baron's dialogues or slay the first griffin and relive the positive emotions the game provides. Gothic 2 with the New Balance mod is my absolute favorite game. I've completed it dozens of times, and I'll play it dozens more. Before this mod came out, I played both the original and the Return mod. The gameplay, characters, dialogues, and atmosphere still captivate me. I've completed all the major mods like Odyssey, Legend of Asun, Chronicles of Mirtana, Golden Gates, and others. Gothic 2 is a game that will always hold a special place in my heart. I enjoy every minute spent in this world, and constantly find new ways to improve my skills and strategies. The game's atmosphere, unique style, and challenging quests make it one of the most memorable games in my collection.